Okay, we have lesson 3.5 here, solving equations with fractions. I'll read the big idea and then we'll look at a few examples and go through a few of the guided practice problems. The big idea. Now that you've used several visual models to solve real-life problems involving fractions, it's time to take a look at fractions in algebra. The visual models that we have been using can easily be adapted to solving equations with fractions. The denominator on the bottom of the fraction shows us how many parts to break our rectangle into. The numerator at the top of our fraction shows us how many parts of the rectangle to assign to a given number. And you already know that from some of the other lessons that we've done. The phrase 3/5 of a number is 15 is equivalent to the equation 3/5 x equals 15. Realize that if part of a number is 15, then the number itself must be greater than 15. This is clear from the model that we use to solve the equation. So let's look at that model there. So this right here is the equation that we're using for that. Make that pen a little bigger. So we have a part-whole model here, and you're really used to this, seeing we have our whole, and we know the parts here. So 3/5, we said 3/5. We have our denominator of 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. We're marking off 3 of them, makes 15. So if we have 15 for 3 boxes, and if we just kind of focus on these 3 boxes right here, that's 15, then we know that each box then has to be 5, right? So 5, 10, 15, or 15 divided by 3 gets you 5. So that means all the boxes are 5, because all the boxes are always equal to one another. Okay, so what number goes in each box in this example? And that would be a 5. And once we know the number that goes in the box, it's simple to find the x by adding up the numbers in the boxes or multiplying the number in each box by the number of boxes. So if 3/5 x equals 15, then x equals 25, because we had 5 boxes, and there was a 5 in each box. Okay, so let's look at some guided practice problems here. Find the value of x in each equation below, and you're given the model. So 2/3 of a number, x, equals 8. So here's what we're trying to find. We know that 2 boxes equals 8, so I say to myself, well, if 2 boxes equals 8, 1 box is half of 8, or 8 divided by 2, and that gets us a 4. So we can put a 4 in each one. And so then in this case, x equals 12, because there are 3 4s there. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. This next one, 3/4 of a number, 3/4 of x equals 12. So we set up the same thing. The denominator is 4, so we have 4 boxes. The numerator is 3, so we're saying we have the information for 3 of them. So let's find out what number belongs in each box. We have 12, broken up into 3 boxes, so that would be 4 apiece as well there. And then since we have 4 boxes of 4, we can say that x equals 16. Okay, so these ones we need to build our own model, and then use it to solve the equation. So 1/2 of x equals 20. So 1/2 of a number is 20. So our number that we're missing is our x here, right? And since we have 1/2, it would look something like that. 1 out of 2 boxes is 20. So what's our whole in this case then? And in this case then, if each box was 20, we have 20s, x would be 40. So if you think about this, 1/2 of a number is 20. This is not saying 1/2 of 20 and asking you what that is. There's a difference there. Okay, just be aware of that. Let's see here. Let's do another one. I'll do it in a different color. 3/4 of a number is 24. So let's see. 3/4 of a number. So we don't know the number, but we know that 3/4 of those are 24, or is 24, right? So if 3 boxes makes 24, we can do 24 divided by 3, which will get us 8. So 8 is each box. And x, in this case, then would be 8 times 4, which is 32. I'm going to let you do number 5 on your own, and then we can take a look at this challenge here, and I'll help you get started with that. Let's see. I'll read the problem. 2/5 of the students at Kennett High School live in Conway. There are 352 students at Kennett High School that live in Conway. How many students go to Kennett? Okay, so the question is, how many students go to Kennett? We know 2/5 of it. So we don't know the whole here. But we know 2/5, so I'm going to make 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that 2 of these boxes is 2/5 of the students at Kennett High School live in Conway. There are 350 students at Kennett High School that live in Conway. So this goes here. 352. All right, so we can figure out what each box is there from that. 352 divided by 2. I'd like you to take the rest of this here. Last thing I'll leave you with is the equation for this, and I'll put that in a different color. So we're saying 2/5 of something is 352. So the way we could write that is 2/5 x equals 352. Now what you need to figure out is what is x. All right, that's it for this lesson.